Sleep, the final frontier. Traveling the vast expanses of time and space where the light and the dark and your greatest joys and your darkest fears meet. Sleep. Hello. Now, one warning, if this feels dramatic, like overly dramatic, I just watched that episode of Star Trek TNG called The Measure of Man where Data goes on trial essentially for his humanity and or his life. So, and it's called The Measure of Man, and it is fantastic. I highly recommend. I was raised by a Trekkie. Yeah. Okay, so sleep, the final frontier. All right. Now that I'm done being really dramatic and pulling out my terrible acting skills, I would like to tender my apologies to Stanislavski. Let's talk about sleep, baby. You and me. Let's talk about sleep. Sorry. By which I mean that part of our body's cycle that allows us to essentially turn ourselves off a little bit and let ourselves heal and refresh and get ready for a brand new day, which can be complex. Now, it always strikes me as really weird because sleep is important when you have epilepsy, because you need to be able to let your brain go into downtime, so to speak, and just heal itself, repair itself. Sleep knits up the raveled sleeve of care, as William Shakespeare said. And I know that I misquoted that. Sorry, Will. And yeah, you need to basically sew back up your raveled sleeve of care. The problem that many people face is that it can be quite complex and quite tiring. So then you start worrying. Oh gosh, I'm not getting enough sleep. Oh gosh, I'm having a really hard time. I'm not staying asleep. Which is not great. Yeah, another little smack in the face for your brain. Honestly. And of course, while sleep is necessary, it can be complex to get the sleep that you need. So, I'm not an expert. If you come here for expert advice, I am very sorry, and you should know by now that this channel is more or less a lot of opinions and a lot of dark humor and me yelling at my camera on occasion. But I find that winding down can be really, really nice. Call that person that, always the two of you seem to calm each other. Everything seems to be happy-ducky. You're just kind of enjoying. It's calming, it's joyful. Go and make yourself a lovely glass of milk. It doesn't have to be hot. Eat a turkey sandwich. Have a glass of milk and a turkey sandwich. If that's what you've trained your brain to thinking, that helps you sleep. For me, I find that peach tea can be a calming beverage. even though it has caffeine in it, because I've trained myself over time to think, oh yes, peach tea is calming. A lot of the reason why when people are in a panic, someone might say, oh, bring in the water. Even though it doesn't really make a lick of sense. You know, if someone's upset, someone's stressed out, someone's depressed, a lot of people don't say, oh, thank God the water's here. Wow, I am ranty today. Goodness. So there may be things that you consider to be I am losing words. You may find that certain substances, certain drinks, certain foods can have an effect on you and make you sleepy, which that works. I wouldn't suggest, for example, overfeeding yourself. Not a good idea at bedtime. Don't drink a gazillion gallons of fluids because, once again, not a good idea. You may end up having to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee and have trouble getting back to sleep. So, prime yourself accordingly. There are, of course, things on the market like melatonin, which is a supplement that's supposed to tell your brain, oh, by the way, it's dark, it's time to sleep. Melatonin is also in your brain already, but some people might not have a lot of it. There are some people who take CBD oil. That is it's derived from marijuana, but it doesn't contain the THC. Some people might cook with it. Some people might take it in pill form. Some people might use just the oil, which I've tried the CBD oil, and it tastes a bit like what I'd imagine burning tires taste like, and it also smells quite a lot like rubber. But whatever works. Meditating can be very helpful. Just kind of breathing off the day and just letting yourself settle. If that works for you, go do the thing. Never do the thing unless that thing works for you. If it doesn't work, don't do the thing. And just be. Lately I have acquired a very bizarre habit of nodding off after my night meds, which I take around 8:30 p.m. This being my anti-seizure drug and also a medication for sleep and anxiety, and also a melatonin. So it's working. And all three of these have a may cause drowsiness warning. And since I have always been a bit of a nighttime party person, this is wonderful and this is new for me, and I'm loving this. But also, if you wish to have plans with me after 8:30, you're gonna have, I might nod off on you, which is very rude. Or I might just spend the whole time yawning all over you, and I am very, very sorry. Apparently talking about it makes you do it. I also apologize to the people that I may have influenced in said way. So basically, whatever makes you restful, whatever helps you, don't do a lot of homework in your bed, which I find is not great. Your bed is a place for you to rest, but for many people, including me, it can sometimes be a place to read a book or get paperwork done for the day or read my mail, things like that. And also meditation. But basically, don't bring in your trusty laptop and decide, oh yeah, while I'm at it, I am going to email my congressman, and I'm going to go and I'm going to watch that video that pissed me off earlier. But you know, maybe watching a nice movie, watch a lovely movie. Get you a DVD drive, which you can plug into your ports here, and watch a movie that makes you just kind of calm and relax. Maybe stop drinking coffee by 5 p.m. give or take. Now, if you're having trouble sleeping, a lot of people are more than willing to offer you their advice, and bless their hearts, but some of them give the same advice, and it's like, well, of course, you absolute numpty, I already tried that. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, well, you know, limit your caffeine, and, you know, eat something that's proteiny, because protein and fat kind of sometimes make you a little, which is kind of what you want. So, you know, don't fill up on carbohydrates. Give yourself something that will kind of make your system work and thus make you a tiny bit sleepy. The trick here is to become a sleepo-beepo. And don't give yourself stress if it's not working the way that you want it to, or if it's going way too slowly, or it takes time. Just make sure that you get new pillows. Holding on to pillows, I think past 5 years can be a really bad thing. So, you know, get new pillows. I know it's an expense, but it's a worthwhile one. Warm, soft blankets, just not a lot of them. Wash your hands and cough into your elbows. If you're in pain, take a painkiller. The world isn't going to stop because you didn't try to brave it out. It's okay not to brave it out. Don't be stubborn. I'm talking to myself here. And just be and do the you that you are. Go and do that voodoo that you do so well, but also give yourself some rest. It's okay. You don't have to hold the world on your shoulders. You are not, it's okay, Atlas. You can put it down now. And just give yourself time. It's okay. You're loved. And if you have any tips that work for you, by all means, send them on over. Right. Take care.